because it's your guys' day. You guys are the reason why we're doing this stream in the first place. We will be interviewing you amazing VTubers. So to get started, how about you guys introduce yourself? I'll let you guys decide who wants to start.
Saphy, you can go first.
Of course, you're gonna make me go first, but I never know what I'm saying.
You think I know what I'm doing?
You assume I know anything? Oh my god.
You guys are all good. You guys are all good. How about Saphy? You start first.
I guess. Hello, I'm Saphyra. You can just call me Saphy, though. Pretty much everyone does that. I'm an Ice Dragon VTuber. I've been doing this since December. So, what's that, like 8 months, 7 months? Still kind of figuring out exactly. Yeah, about the same time, yeah. Still kind of figuring things out on my end for my channel and my content, but I do have a large variety on Twitch. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say.
You're totally
That's
good.
fine. But hey, I'll go next. I am Alkirial. That's the way I pronounce the name. You could pronounce it as Al or Kira. I am a realm walking librarian, and I mostly stream RPGs and such on Twitch. Any kind of game like simulators or chill games, like Dragon Quest and stuff. I've been streaming about as long as Saphy has, since November, early December, I believe. And it's been fun. I enjoy it. I like showing off games that people have never heard of.
I actually like doing that myself. I like showing off games that a lot of people like might not ever have gone to normally. And I've introduced a lot of really cool people into some really cool games that they would normally not get into.
Yeah, like Dragon Quest and stuff, but a few games you play too. I'm just like, yeah, like I didn't know that was a game, and I go look at it.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
Like that's what we streamers are kind of here for, anyways, is to show off new stuff.
Yep, I like
that's
it.
That's what I feel.
I agree. Cool. So before we get started, do you have any questions for me or the chat? Oh, it looked like they say that you're very cute, by the way.
Vixie.
Little Cupcakes and Vixie both agree that you guys are cuties. Just letting you know. I love it.
That's the quickest way to melt Saphy.
No!
Calling her cutie? Oh.
No!
Yeah, just call her the truth. Saphy is very adorable and an amazing friend, so...
Alright guys, you know what to do in chat then. I better see a lot of cuties in chats. I love it.
I need to turn on my fan. I'm sorry if that gets picked up in my mic.
You should be good.
If anything, I'll turn my gain down a bit.
Oh, really quick.
Know they're cute.
Alright, so really... Vixie! It looks like really quick. It looks like Little Cupcake has a question, a very important question for you, for both of you. I'm guessing.
Okay.
Alrighty, go for it.
Yep. After this, then we'll get started. Do you like Ganyu?
Believe it or not, Ganyu's actually the inspiration behind my design.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Ganyu's also my top Genshin waifu.
Oh, you just made Little Cupcake super happy.
I mean, I very much enjoy Ganyu's design. Like, it's a very, very pretty character, and she does really good damage for a bow user. So yeah, I like her.
I'm not actually able to zoom out, but I do actually have her sleeves on my character.
Oh, nice. I love it. Cool. All right, chat. Save the rest of your questions to the end, because I'm going to have all you guys start asking my guests some questions near the end of the interview. But first, let's get started with my questions for you guys. So, are you ready? And Sucrose is made.
Yep.
Agree. Cool. Let's get started.
Is my second.
Sucrose precious.
Very precious. Very precious. Let's get started with question number 1. There you go. What made you want to get into streaming?
You want to take this one first?
Yeah, like what made me get into streaming was like I always loved playing video games. So, but I also loved like just nerding out over those games with friends. So I was like, why don't I just live stream that and just nerd out over the games that I love and show other people that, like, why not? And then that led into one thing and another, and here I am.
I love it. I love it.
I actually started a few years ago when people wanted to watch me do Savage raiding in Final Fantasy. And then from there, I just figured like maybe people want to watch other things than just raiding. So I started branching into that, and then yeah, December just became a VTuber.
No, it's pretty good. I like all the different ways that people get into streaming. And VTubing has always been like a really interesting topic for me because I feel like what's the main difference between streaming and VTubing? And in my opinion, I feel like they're the same but also almost extremely different. So how would you?
You would actually be quite correct in that.
Yeah.
That point that they're quite different, but they're also similar. We're still streamers, but we're also a different trope, I believe is the word for it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Cool. All right, next question for you guys. What excites you the most about being a VTuber gamer?
Excites the most. As I can like take that. You want to go first, or you want to like beat him first?
I can go first each time.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead first then.
So what excites me the most is just one, the model is amazing. Like the fact that I can live out as this wonderful little character that I got drawn out, and the aspects that I can do besides just having like face cam. That's what excites me the most out of it is the other stuff. But the other pact is like just what you craft out of it. That's what excites me the most about doing that.
I like it. It's a really good reason for it too, because mostly like you are putting on a different persona, and you can act out this kind of character if you always wanted to check it out. And I feel like in the community, I feel like the VTuber community is very accepting in that kind of sense of you playing the character you want to play as.
Oh yeah, they've definitely been very accepting. And yeah, mine's about the same. Like being able to really just like kind of take your personality, put it as like this character that you can see yourself as, portray, just have like all this fun with, and then interact and see everyone else's like crazy characters and ideas is just so awesome.
Yeah, people come up with some really neat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was talking about this in the last interview I did. I found this one person on Twitter, and I think this person has like one of the coolest designs. It's one of those like ghosts that has the head like come off.
Oh, the Delahan.
Like,
yeah, I saw one of those. I was like, oh my god, that's such a cool like idea. Like just to have the head pop off, then you still talk and do that like facial gestures, but then body will still move, but it's all like soul-like and fiery.
Those are like one of the more expensive models too.
That's so cool
to get a hold of. But it's so cool. I know a few of them. I've never like fully interacted with them.
Oh man,
I haven't seen a Delahan yet.
They're really
really
cool
hard
looking
to find nowadays.
I did see like a while back that someone was like a sketch on a piece of paper that came to life, and they were just like the pencil outline.
That's funny.
And it was really cool.
I met someone who was a ramen packet that turned into a human.
Yeah, the ramen packet.
What?
Is it expensive to be a VTubing character? No, you can actually be completely free.
You can.
Yeah.
I actually have talked to a lot of friends who want to get into VTubing, and I gave them some links to like a free like app you can get that you can get started if you want. You can also be a PNG VTuber, which I think is also pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. You don't have to have a 3D model to start. I feel like a lot of people think that they have to throw a whole bunch of money down right off the bat just to get started. Like, no, you don't. I feel like if you just have a really cool, unique idea that you want to get across, I feel like that's a
Yeah.
good start right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, and I'm also like, I can help y'all with the links and stuff too. Near the end of the stream, I can post them again.
Hmm. Yeah, like you really don't need much. You just have like a PNG, an idea. You can just tweet and build your following, and once you're ready with
Mhm.
your PNG, you can just go live. And there's tons and tons of free assets that people make for VTubers. You don't need to shell out all this money.
Yeah, a
And
lot
if
of
you're-
VTubers too make a bunch, as Saphy was saying, a bunch of free stuff. Like I have a whole link of like a
Yeah.
whole thread. It's like 5,000 and growing
And,
assets.
yeah.
Actually,
There's even if you're good at like if you're creative yourself, you can make your own character in Vroid.
Mm-hmm. They also
actually,
have like starter models you can edit and add clothing from what's called Booth.
Yeah, like Vixie just said, it can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be if that's how you want to go about it.
Yeah, it's like when you start dumping into like wanting like characters as high resolution as Saphy's characters and stuff like that, doing certain things. That's where it gets expensive.
You don't be like me and spend $4,000 on VTuber models.
wow, 4,000.
Yeah,
This
mine
one
was
is-
only like
yeah.
$100.
My 2D is $950. This model was almost $3,000.
Wow, it looks good. Like that's why I'm super mad at myself because like your character looks so good and my like stream is not even showing it like to like the best of its ability. But like
Hey,
it's
we're
normally
doing the
really
best we
good.
can with what we got.
True.
That's VTubing in a nutshell.
But like
OBS Ninja and all that.
yeah, but that's why I would say like definitely check out both of you guys' streams whenever you get a chance because you guys' stream models are really good looking.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with mine.
Oh, what I was gonna
Yeah.
say before was that actually these mics that you see on the actual like the ones right next to each other, I actually got that from a free link of a whole bunch of VTuber assets. I got from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my just chatting overlay is entirely free assets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
there's
true.
a bunch of websites too where if you don't have your own streaming overlay that you can get that from. Like
No,
I
very
started out
true.
with a lot of free assets.
Like, yeah, no, you really don't need to pay much if you don't want to.
Agreed. Cool. Hey, next question for you guys. What brings you to the VTuber community? What do you bring to the VTuber community that helps you stand out?
What do I bring? I feel the one thing that I have been told I bring the most is just the way that I help others go higher, like the boosting kind of stuff. Like, hey, look at this person, they're so cool. Like, hey, check out this person. Even non-VTubers, I'm like, yo, check out this person. Like, I shout Tricko out all the time because he's cool as heck. But
Oh, thank you. Much
and it's
appreciated.
like, other than that, I haven't found my own niche to do that besides like writing prompts and stuff, I guess. I'm your like, I guess, writing teacher. Well, but I don't have a whole lot I bring besides just like, hey, here, I'm here to help you out and stuff.
Or like, I haven't found my niche or anything like that. I don't feel like I really bring much. I don't know if it's just like because I'm super modest, but like I've been told I bring inspiration to like a few other trans VTubers. And I don't know why.
Vixie, you should totally interact with Tricko. They're a very chill person, so I think you'd get along.
Yeah,
I'm really true. I'm
he
really
is very
chill.
chill.
Yeah.
She'll get on your case for playing League though.
Oh well, I don't
Oh,
stream
yeah.
League. Well, I don't stream League anymore just because like I feel like when every time I try and stream League, I just do terrible. So I just do it for fun now. I literally just do it as a chill thing. But I do
That's fair.
stream quite a bit actually. I stream at least 4 times a week, 2 on YouTube and 2
Social
on
anxiety.
Twitch. And yeah, it's pretty chill. I like chill streams. I feel like I can't pull off the whole hey guys, how you all doing today? We're gonna be streaming and doing some oh my god epic moments. No, I can't do that.
The funny thing is, like, those kind of people I can't be around because it's just so much high energy, and I'm like, no.
I can't.
Yeah.
It scares me.
I'm like such like a laid back chill person on stream most of the time. Like, you have too much energy. It's
Yeah, like,
training
me and
mine.
Sappy are both just kind of like, hey guys, and we talk a little bit, and we like talk about our game we're playing. I'm like, yeah, what's going on? Just the way Tricko streams, like, those are the kind of people I vibe the most with.
Yeah,
I
I
have my
think
moments where I go gremlin.
the Gremlin.
You have a lot of
yes.
moments where you go gremlin.
Gremlin
Especially
moments.
shooters, yes.
Oh, shooters turn you like you and your stupid distance tube.
I forgot
Distance
I said distance tube.
Is that
Not a
what it's
sniper
called?
rifle.
It was a
distance
sniper
tube.
rifle on Destiny, and I called it a distance tube, and then I told them to sit in the corner and eat their crayons.
I love it. I love it. Like your insult sounds top notch, by the way. Distance tube and eat your crayons.
I have very creative insults.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, no, I like the fact that you guys like to interact, because I think that's the main thing about streaming is the interactions with your chat. You know, like I love interacting with my chat and like talking, get to know them, and I feel like that what makes like the small VTubers and small streamers so different from like the super popular ones is the interactions that we have with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that. Yeah, and I absolutely love talking with chat as I stream.
It's my favorite thing because, like, if we didn't have chat or didn't want to interact with chat, like, I just kind of see it like, if you don't want to interact with chat and don't do that, make Let's Plays. Because, yeah. But yeah,
No,
like,
I agree.
include your chat. I
Yeah.
love including my chat and stuff, like decisions and stuff in games.
Yeah. You like poll your community for, hey, what should I stream next? Or you talk with them. Plus the like interactions from the redeemables can be pretty fun.
Oh yeah, like I love my dum dum sticker.
Yeah, like I've got make me say like whatever you want.
I kind of might do that because I need to get more of them that get me out of my comfort zone.
I feel like if I did
like
that,
an ooh voice or something.
Yeah, I have my soft voice just because it makes me like really shy to use it.
Yeah, but your soft voice is amazing.
I know. I feel like if I gave my chat the weapon of making me say anything, I would probably not be able to be streaming and working at my store anymore. So I'll
It's more or less like I know a lot of people say like as long as it's not TOS. And the other thing is like you have the right to deny a redeem. Like I've had a redeem where like I was in a big battle and I have like removed my glasses because I wear glasses. And I was like, hey, I'm in a fight that if I do that I will die and I will rage. So I was like, I have to deny that.
Comrade would abuse it.
So long as it's not
fun.
TOS, I'll say it.
Oh
Yeah. Hey, okay, cool. I like that. Like Platinum Panda over here, he's actually a really good friend of mine. I would definitely say that his style of streaming is pretty cool too. His name is Platinum Panda, so in his games he platinums all the games he plays. So I think that's actually pretty cool. So there's like those kind of streamers too.
That's cool. That would be really fun to watch.
Yeah. Like that's dedication.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. All right, next question for you guys. What games are you guys looking forward to play on stream?
Like currently, Fire Emblem. I'm addicted.
Yeah, I saw that.
knew
I
you
saw
would
that.
be.
Which
I
house?
like warned you.
I'm eating that game up.
It's a good game. It's definitely a good game.
It's so good.
I really enjoyed that game, and I envy you so much for playing it for the first time because I played so much of that game that I feel like I can't go back and play it because I'll be doing the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? 200 completionists. Wow.
And like I haven't played a Fire Emblem since whatever the DS one was.
Fates or Awakening?
I think it was Awakening.
Awakening's the one with Crumb.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah.
Now, what I meant by like, what are you looking forward to playing? I mean, like, is there any upcoming games you guys would love to play for your stream? Like maybe an upcoming game, or maybe if you get a little more popular, you can play a game that's really popular that other people would love to see you play.
I know I'd love to do more Apex with like friends or even viewers if they really wanted to.
I see that.
I'm still looking forward to doing more Pokemon Emerald with just Chaos Randomizer.
I mean, I can get on Apex as well, just like Vixie's saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it, but I can play it.
I'm terrible. I just play Loba, and I'm like, look, Luke, carry me. Upcoming games, I do really want to get that Diablo 2 remaster, because that was a large part of growing up for me was Diablo 2. So definitely that one.
There is, what was it? Well, the new Diamond and Pearl remake is coming out, and I want it badly, so I will definitely be streaming that. And the other one that I'm really looking forward to is Arceus. Legend of
Arceus
and
is
then,
gonna be good.
Yeah, those are
Breath of the
another-
Wild 2 coming out, and I think it's also coming out in January.
I forgot Lost Ark is probably another one I'd stream.
Yeah, Lost Ark and New World. Like, I want to stream both of those with you, Saphy, whichever ones we get.
Yeah.
Lost Ark for sure.
And
I
then
love
Diamond
streaming
Pearl,
MMOs with Saphy.
Yeah.
Nice,
And
nice. I
Diamond
like it.
Pearl, I'll get whichever you don't, so we can complete the Pokedex.
I plan to buy both, one for me and one for my little brother.
Oh,
But
that's
I'll
fair.
probably get Diamond, because Diamond's the one I had.
I went with Pearl, so yeah.
Okay, we already set anyways.
Hey, nice.
Yeah,
I'm
all
glad you
good.
planned that out right here too. That's cool.
I need a GameStop pre-order that.
Yeah, I
Yes,
could do
you
that
should
too.
go to GameStop and pre-order that. Yes, obviously, yeah.
I mean, I love pre-ordering stuff on GameStop and just buying stuff there anyways, because the people are nicer than just going inside of like a Best Buy or something.
True though. True.
Mhm.
I really hope GameStop gets paid good, because they're wonderful people.
So, moving on to the next question. Any games you want to play with your fans? I heard you guys
I
saying
would-
Apex, but anything else?
I would love to play like Phasmophobia with chat. I would love to play
Okay.
like what's another multiplayer game I have? I mean, I have one called 100% Orange Juice. That'd be entertaining to watch people go insane in.
100% orange juice? I
It's
never
like
heard
a
of that
board
one.
game Mario Party thing.
Yeah, it's
but
like
more
Mario
brutal.
Party.
Huh.
Yeah. I know it'd be
I
fun
don't
to do
have a lot of-
Jackbox.
Oh yeah, Jackbox would be dope.
Yeah.
Jackbox would be
I
a lot of
definitely
fun.
do. I'd also love to do stuff like probably like Gartic Phone or Sketchio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Scriblio, sorry, not Sketch.
Oh.
Scriblio. Brain shut off for a second there, but yeah, definitely those.
Your brain turns on, mine doesn't.
I would even, if I had a group like I used to in Final Fantasy, I would even take viewers through like Savage Raids if they wanted.
That'd be
Once
cool.
I get the ability to like pay for a sub, I'll totally be down to play with you.
I like
I'm
it. I
like
like it.
determined to play Reaper when that comes out.
I want to play Sage. I love healing.
I love
The
melee
healer.
DPS.
I can see it. I can see it. Oni likes to heal everyone, while our little dragon over here wants to kill everyone. See how it is. See how it is.
You step on a village one time in your real form, and you never hear the end of it. Okay.
Hey, you know, like, it goes in the news. It spreads, and everyone now knows about it. You know. You would think that in like a medieval world like you guys are in, you wouldn't be hearing all this news spread that far, but I don't know. I heard about it. Gotta watch out those kind of things. Gotta watch out. Cool. All right, next question for you guys. What's your thoughts that went through? What thoughts went into your design on your model? I might have worded that a little weirdly, but like
I know it's like what did we put into our model? Like
Like,
what
what-
parts are you design?
Yeah, like what was going through your mind when you were creating that model? Your idea for that model, like what was your thoughts on it? Like when you were going through like how I want my model to be designed.
I'm originally a rebrand because when I first started out, I was just some like random model I had created on my own, and it wasn't what I really wanted. So when I rebranded, I was like, okay, let me sit down and think. I love writing, I love books, and I love like manga and stuff like that. So like, why not a librarian? I was like, that might be boring to some people, but I was like, books and stuff are just magical places where I can go. And I was like, what if he could, since books can take you to other worlds, what if he could go to other worlds? I was like, ha ha, realm walking librarian.
I like it. I like it. That's actually why you're here in the first place.
Yep. I came to this world because it's a little. There's no magic here, and I was like, "What? No magic? Interesting."
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, but I got some cool friends out of it, so.
True.
Not really one of mine. Well, I'm also a rebrand. Initially, I was a succubus.
Huh. Okay.
There wasn't much thought put into that one. I just kind of like had an outfit on Phantasy Star, and I was like, "This is my character," and that was it. This one, I knew I kind of like. I thought of like what was like my favorite thing, what's something I've loved like throughout all my life, which was dragons. So I knew I absolutely wanted to be a dragon. Ice is like my favorite element, and then I kind of thought like, how do I make her stand out from like just other dragons? So I gave her like the fin ears and the skull on the shoulder, and I mean even now like I'm still redesigning to stand out like even more and be even more comfortable with my model.
I see it. Who's
I look forward to that.
Whose skull is that, by the way? Just
From
wondering.
my lord, that would be my dad's.
Huh.
That's my father's skull.
Huh. Okay, well, family's close, right? So I guess that's how it works. Go, no, I love it. I love, like, all the thoughts that go into designs. Like, one of the reasons why I feel like I cannot become a VTuber is because I just can't think of, like, I can't stick with one design. Like, if I had a character in mind, I'll probably want him that way for a week, and then afterwards, I'm like, cool, I want to change him now. And I will get way too expensive, I feel like.
So you just do what every VTuber does.
Just keep redesigning
it. VTubers are redesigning constantly, or they change bits of their model or stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like all the time. Like I'm overhauling like everything.
A little fish emote that's on here is like a robot fish. But yeah, no, I would totally be like, I'd be like Kitsune in the start, and then I would be like some bunny VTuber.
I know.
Next
like,
day.
I found someone I know is actually a shapeshifter, and for like reaching milestones, they have different models that change. Like
that's a
every
good
so
idea.
often.
That'd be cool. Yeah, don't ask me about the bunny. Like no. We don't go into that part.
That's Vixie's bunny.
Yeah, no. This is about them. We don't talk about me. We talk about them. You know, they are the spotlight. We don't talk about me becoming a bunny. No. That's a different story.
Yeah, we don't need that, buddy. We don't need to talk about my bunny outfit I'm working.
Yes, your bunny outfit. Yes, exactly. Like we can talk about your bunny outfit definitely later. I love what Comrade said. He's like, keep your friends close, but there remains closer. I was like, whoa, snap! Is that what happened?
It is a pretty heavy lore.
But I do like the whole idea of like being a shapeshifter and you always change. That's cool. I like that, and that's probably what I would do if I would. Because I just changed all the time.
I've seen that, or a slime that changes. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy things people do.
Agreed. Alright, cool. Next question for you guys. Ready? What is your favorite part of your design? I imagine Kira would be the horn.
Part, strangely enough, no, it's my earrings
on
my model.
I wish I could zoom in, but this is like the best way.
They're really hard to see, but they're one of the more important pieces of my design.
Oh, smexy earrings, apparently.
You were talking about those the other
Yeah,
day.
which I'm about to drop that on Twitter of they'll read the lore behind it, but most people know is so I was raised by the owner of the library, but he was a mortal.
Oh.
So I learned everything from him, and when he eventually passed, as you mortals do, I inherited. So I wear these as remembrance.
Oh. Well, Chad thinks it's sexy, so I think it's a pretty good reason.
A lot of
to have
people
it.
seem to, but yeah, I have 4 earrings. I heard inhaled it. No, inherited. I just don't talk about them. I inhaled the library. It is mine.
He's mine now. I love it. I love it.
He's where I got my magic from, which is, as y'all call it, creation magic.
Creation.
Yeah,
I can essentially create everything. I'm a printer. Is
as
what
Ah.
Cinti calls
yeah,
me.
jokingly, he's called the 3D printer.
Oh, so you like Kirby. So what Chad's saying.
It is my favorite. I love my ears. They're wiggly.
Yeah, they're very wiggly. Oh,
I do love that. It's more visible if I use my 2D model. Right now, this is my 3D, but I do also love my tail. It has a lot of like fin design in it. Yeah, the ears, but I do love that they also like really. The people that designed my models read my tweets and found that she was Ganyu inspired, so they tried to put Ganyu into like the face and the character.
I can see it. I can see it.
So I do love that.
That's cool. It's cool. I like it a lot too. I like it. Cool. Yeah, I would definitely say that like you guys' designs are pretty unique and I like it. And that's like one of my favorite things about checking out other VTubers is just seeing all the cool designs for like what the outfits are and what they like personally about it. Because I thought you would like your horn, and I thought Saphy would like her eyes because they're both really astonishingly good, awesome features. But now I know that you guys like other features about your model, which is pretty cool to know.
I like how we also like the smaller bits that most people don't notice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's usually how it goes for most people I've talked to.
I do also kind of like the joke that I've gotten from a few people that don't seem to realize I'm a dragon, so they think I'm Vaporeon.
Vaporeon.
Who's that VTuber? It's Vaporeon.
Like, no, stop it. Yeah, no, like I don't worry. I get confused for a Pokemon as well. People think Trico is from
Like
Oh yeah, from the grass
from
one.
Trico, which I'm like, no, it's nothing to do with Trico at all.
Vaporeon is my favorite Eevee evolution.
Whoa. You know what's going
I like
on in
Vaporeon
the
and Jolteon.
Yeah, Jolteon's cool. I like Umbreon. I like Umbreon a lot. Cool. Yeah, Vaporeon's a really good Pokemon. Especially nowadays, if you look up Vaporeon stuff.
Sylveon cute. Sylveon is very cute.
Sylveon is really cool. I like it too. Alright, next question for you guys. What is the lore to your V2 model? I think you guys touched on it a little bit when you did your intro. But if you guys want to do like a shortened version of it, or if you want to go into more depth of it, you can definitely go on to it right now.
This will be fun because I've never revealed my lore.
Ooh,
Yeah,
is
I
this
was
the
like, you
first
haven't done
time?
that.
Yeah, I never revealed my lore.
Oh, snap.
And I have chapter 2 coming out with the redesign.
Whoa.
Yeah, mine's pretty simple.
You could start. Mine's in depth.
Yeah, mine, I just own what's called the Eternal Library. It's an ever-expanding library, but it's kind of like you go in a room, what do you want to read? And then it comes to you, but it doesn't exist anywhere. It's like you get a library card, it appears. That's the lore.
I see. Okay.
But I just go from world to worlds and explore and gather more knowledge as I see fit.
That's nice. It reminds
There's
me
a little bit more to that, but
No, I like it. I
You
like it.
definitely, you took the simpler lore route that a lot of people do too.
It's simpler, but I think it's still pretty cool.
It's totally fine to do
Yeah.
simple lore too.
Yeah, well,
And it's totally fine not to have lore.
True. Well, I actually talked to someone, and she said that she didn't have any lore to talk about, and I'm like, okay, no worries, that's totally fine by me. But like it reminds me of that anime of like this rest stop, is this like restaurant where travelers from all different kinds of dimensions will go into just to relax and eat, and that's the whole point of the restaurant, is to literally like put you away from whatever you're doing and just kind of like relax and chill. And that's kind of what I think your library is about, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same sense. Also, I don't know what Savvy's model just did, but that was interesting.
Yeah.
She freaks out when I go to take a sip of my drink.
Ah. Yeah.
Plus, I have like increased motion on, so she can do quite a bit.
Pros and cons of becoming a VTuber and just a regular streamer.
Yep. Oh boy. I'm like, now I gotta do my lore.
All right. Let's hear it.
Gotta keep it to the shorter version.
For all Sephi's fans who are watching you right now, you finally get to see some new details of her lore.
I will drop Chapter 2's lore as a little teaser for the redesign. Okay, so I'm trying to like get all the events in my head because it was a longer lore, but I will try to keep it shorter. Essentially, the realm that I come from is actually created by two dragon gods, my father and my mother. My father created realms by fusing stardust and basically dust found out in this space, crushed it all together, created the earth. And he would hold it together using his body, similar to the Norse Jormungand. While my mother would create the stars and the suns to sustain life on those. They eventually created what was referred to as the Great Realm, which is where we are from. And she would watch over the southern half, and he would watch over the north, as people began to create their civilizations. And together they have 4 daughters, including me.
Nice.
I am the eldest of 4. The next eldest, and I wish I had pictures of them to really show. The next eldest is the sister Obsidia. She's a darkness dragon. She's kind of skilled with necromancy. Raising the dead and all that. Next eldest is called Amma, and she's a lightning dragon. She's very quiet and very much demands a lot of respect. She's kind of moody, kind of angsty. And the youngest of us would be Garna, who's a little fire dragon, and she's quite a bit younger. She's kind of about human years. I'd say she's maybe around like 12, 13. So all of us got our names through gemstones. Our eggs looked like gemstones, so our mother gave us names similar to gemstones: sapphire, obsidian, amethyst, and garnet. And everything went like fine for a few years, but then as civilizations began to grow and everything, the people of that realm did not like the idea of being under watch of these 2 giant dragons, and they began to despise my parents, and my mother eventually passes of heartbreak, which drives our father mad, who then begins to wreak havoc upon the realm, and we have to stop him. Myself and my 4 sisters, so we go and fight against him. And I actually die protecting my sisters, which is why I do not have my wings. I'm brought back by Obsidia, and in order to actually cross over, it takes great amounts of magic, so I had to sacrifice my wings, and she had to lose one of hers. To remember what happened, I take our father's skull, and then I proceed to raise my 4 sisters until they're able to live on their own. We then proceed to go to the 4 corners of our realms and watch over each of them in our more humanoid forms, to try to prevent that from happening ever again.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I would hate that to happen at my realm. You know, not fun.
Yeah. So that's about the first chapter.
First actor.
The second chapter, yeah. So the second chapter, for the redesign, for anyone that does not know, the redesign is actually shifting from an ice dragon to a blood dragon,
Blood
or
dragon.
a half vampire.
Sanguine.
Yeah,
Into
sanguine
blood.
dragon.
Whoa.
So, chapter 2 is effectively the area that I'm in begins to warm up as I watch over the far north. It becomes a little inhospitable for an ice dragon, and the magics that brought me back begin to decay, causing, well, me to lose kind of who I am. So, to sustain my life, I need to then sustain that with life of others through blood.
Oh.
And as I can't stay where I am, I go to the south where Obsidia is, and as she watches over the underworld, I become warden of the underworld, preventing the living from going into the underworld and the dead from leaving it.
Huh. Cool.
So that's the whole lore.
Nice. I love it. It sounds like you put a lot of thought into it. I think that's
There
really
was
cool.
a lot. It took me a very long time to come up with all of it.
That's really cool. I like it a lot. Like, I'm kind of scared about the whole blood thing. I'm gonna stay over here.
I
So-
just need a little bit.
No, I need as much as possible.
I don't
Props.
think my blood would be useful. I don't think demon blood's useful to you.
It's all blood.
And we
Fair.
won't mention the fact that Kira's neck got a little bit doing that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, anytime I drink right now because I'm slouched, my camera don't pick up too well.
I see it. I see. But I can't wait to see the blood dragon look, and you get that all set up and good. That'd be cool to check out.
Yeah, Kira's actually helping me with that.
Nice. Can't wait to see
It's a
it.
bit
Can't
of
wait
a
to see
team
it.
effort.
It's gonna be cool. I can't wait to see it.
I'm
Alright.
super excited to launch it.
I can't wait to see it. I bet most of your friends are going to be interested in seeing it too.
Oh, I've already been teasing them with it, and they already kind of love the idea of like, I'm going to nibble on your necks.
Oh, you wouldn't like my neck. My neck is not nibblable. I would definitely say. This
Doesn't taste good.
doesn't taste good. Yeah. It's
It's
too,
not nibbleable.
It's not nibbleable. Nibbleable.
It's not nibbleable.
Not nibbleable. You know, it's game. I'm a gamer. You don't want to nibble on gamer necks. It's not that good. Okay,
Don't
promise.
nibble gamer necks. It's full of Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Exactly. You know, like that's why I take showers with. Don't clip that. Anyway, let's get right into the next question, because the next question I think you guys would like a lot, and I would love to see you guys' opinions on it. And that is, what is your thoughts on the VTuber community?
The VTuber community. It's a very interesting pool of people. It's probably one of the more accepting communities, I feel, versus like the Twitch community, which is like mostly competitive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It does have its issues. Well, like every place does. Like everyone has that section of the community, fandom, whatever you want to call it. But other than that, it's a pretty accepting community, and they're really good on boosting everyone
That's cool.
and like sharing stuff, making stuff for each other, and just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, like I'd have to agree. Like, there's definitely like a lot of like really great people out there, but unfortunately, there's also like quite a bit of like negative, sort of toxic stuff out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't had the greatest of experiences with quite a few people. But I have met like quite a few great people. Like, I would not have met really any of my current friends without VTubing.
Makes
Honestly,
sense.
same.
Like that's what I like about communities like these, is because it's so welcoming. You know, like you guys do have different like views and personalities, and just bringing any groups of people together, human beings together, there always going to be some like dissonance when it comes to like, I see it this way, oh I see it this way, and you guys have different kinds of opinions. But I would say out of all the communities I have seen and read about and heard about and been in personally, the VTuber community is actually really accepting and really nice. Like, I love the fact that I'm able to like talk to you guys and interact with you guys and do collabs. Like, most of my collabs are with VTubers, and just because you guys are so welcoming in that kind of sense. Like, I've tried collabing with other streamers many times, and they either don't want to collab with me because I have too many followers, or they don't want to collab with me because I have too little followers. And I think that's actually kind of messed up to have that kind of standard. But I feel like with
Yes.
VTuber communities, they just want to be, they just love to chill and just talk and get interested. Like I was just today, I was like scheduling some other interviews I want to have. Hopefully, I can see you guys soon. But I already scheduled some other VTubers, and you guys are all like super nice. Even this one VTuber who had 5,000 followers messaged me back saying that she wasn't interested, and I thought just messaging me back was a really cool thing, you know. So I like you guys. I think you guys are awesome.
Yeah. That's the one thing I really like about it.
Yeah, I know I definitely got surprised when I first started, like my first month, because I am trans, and I was like so surprised to see like just how accepting everyone was.
It's a good community. I like it. I like it so far.
It
Like,
is
I
a good
haven't
community.
gotten too deep into all the toxic side
It
of
has,
things.
yeah, it has that dark side, but there's a
What
lot of
what
pretty
community
great
doesn't
people.
nowadays, though, right?
Yeah, there are a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
like
just
really
kind
great
of how
people,
it
but
works.
Mm-hmm.
scared to
Agreed.
reach out to anyone bigger than you. I'm scared to do that too, but I have people who are at like 5 and someone who's was even at like 24K that DM'd me first.
Wow.
And I'm kind of like, I'm like nobody. Hi, what am
Hi.
I doing that got your attention?
That's still pretty cool. I like that. I do want to mention two things. One, Comrade would taste like vodka because he's Russian. Totally get that. And two, the cosplaying community is super accepting to trans people. That's really cool. I actually didn't know that.
They are. I actually just cosplayed my OC and
Oh,
tweeted it out the other night.
that's so cool. I like that. I like accepting of this community. I like that a lot. Hopefully,
Yeah.
one day my community that I make is slowly getting better, or slowly getting bigger, and hopefully I can have a good welcome community as well.
Many there's a lot of trans people out there.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
are.
good that it's good that we're getting more acceptance.
True, true. Cool. All right, let's get into the second question, shall we? Have you noticed any changes in how you stream since you first started?
I don't care as much. I do and I don't
Okay.
care as much about the follower count and stuff and all that. Like, because in the beginning, I was like, oh, I have to have this many that corresponds to this and blah, blah, blah. Now I'm kind of like, hey, like, just trying to keep all my mannerisms and talking more often and stuff like that, focusing on that instead of the number aspect, which everyone falls under. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone that starts streaming is like, numbers are important and all that. They are and they aren't. Because, like, you can have like a bunch of followers in the hundreds. Like, I have hundreds or so, but I don't, that doesn't correspond to instant views, like guaranteed views.
Oh yeah. Agreed, 100%.
Like, that's the thing I had to accept very quickly, and that quickly changed how I streamed. I was like, okay, let me just focus on the gameplay and stuff.
Yeah, and that's definitely something you need to learn quick. Is don't pay attention to your numbers.
Mhm.
Magical thing is honestly just hit hide view count
Mhm.
on your stream labs or stream elements, whichever one you prefer to use, or OBS itself. Just hide that.
how did I know I used to worry a lot about having to pick games that would get a lot of attention. That's kind of why, like, I tried to do Resident Evil 8, but that game just did not want to cooperate with me. And I know, like, it got me a ton of views, so I felt really good about it, but I wasn't enjoying it because it was like an hour and a half of me going through menus and playing on, like, the super pixelated graphics, and it was just a nightmare.
That was me with like
Um,
Subnautica.
Um, I used to also kind of put a little bit too much effort into trying to portray like all these different like dragon features and everything. I know I'm definitely going to be more like in character and all that with the redesign because I'll be super comfortable with it. It just meshes my personality more. Um, yeah, otherwise, like pretty much my mentality now is just like I want to stream, I'm going to do this. If people watch or not, whatever. If I get like one view, like okay, well, I'll just worry about that later.
Yeah, because like you gotta look at another thing. Like another tip is like looking at like if you don't have a lot of viewers, you're still putting yourself into that algorithm, and the more you're put into that algorithm, the more comfortable you get with streaming, and the more comfortable you get with all that and playing stuff you like, you're
And
going to grow.
yeah, and it was less like I used to be like, oh, I get like 2 views. Well, people just don't find me like entertaining or anything. Now it's more like maybe people are just busy. Maybe I'm just not in the algorithm. Maybe that's not the game or whatever. And it's like I look at it more like what can I do? Like maybe it's more like my promotional thing because I know I'm really bad about promoting myself.
Eh.
Yeah, it's more like a learning thing now instead of just like woe is me, I'm unpopular.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Like when I first started, I was kind of like worrying about the views, like most other people. But I feel like more people check out your VODs and your like your clips and everything like that. So you kind of still have to pretend you're playing it and being entertaining, even without people watching you, because that's what gets people to want to watch in the first place. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're just playing the game and you're just playing the game and that's all you're doing and you're waiting for like that number one to like pop up in your chat, so you just wait, the number one is going to go away and no one's going to want to check it out. But if you're like entertaining, you're talking, making stories while you're streaming, people are more likely to actually stick around to hear what you have to say because they're interested in what you're saying about the game, not just you playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know. I'm weird.
Yeah, live into the game, yeah,
Yeah.
because you're streaming the game. Like anybody can go out there and look up gameplay of a game, and there's a lot of mute gameplay.
Like I just kind of like get into the game and enjoy it and just talk about whatever comes to mind as I do it.
No, which is good to do because it makes you unique and interesting. And that's why people want to watch you. It's because you are unique and interesting when you play these kind of games. And that's also why I like to become a variety streamer. It's because I want people to enjoy the kinds of games I'm playing because I'm playing them, not the specific games I'm playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know that's where that silly joke that's still going for 7 months came from. Steppies.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
what-
steppies.
What's Steppies?
I was playing Nioh 2 back when I first met like my first few VTubing friends like Kira and Senti, and they would watch me play Nioh 2, and I wanted to play the fist weapons, but if you ground attack, you curb stomp them. So we've since then been saying Dragon Mommy Steppies, and jokingly, I've had Senti a few times in other games go into a prone state and say like I am ready for the Steppies, and it's just been a running joke ever since.
I
Soul
love
Calibur
that.
was great.
Oh, Soul Calibur is so great. We have to do that again.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I gotta steal Senti's fire some more.
Yeah. I gotta make the second version of myself in Soul Calibur.
Although I am here for your fire.
Like,
I love his reaction to that.
You want a fun time if you're into fighting games, get Soul Calibur, make your VTuber, fight each other, and just trash talk as your VTubers.
Yes, yes. We should probably do that as like a stream. That would
Oh,
probably
we
be entertaining as crap.
probably should.
I agree. I think you guys should. I think that sounds awesome. I think Avon wants to be stepped on by the dragon.
Just not in my real form. You don't need a 90-foot tall dragon stepping on you and
Like,
breaking
I'm not
everything
saying
in the village.
I want to. That's totally not my jam. But I'm just saying, some people are into that.
There's
yeah,
quite a
I've met
few.
quite a few.
True, true. Alright, next question for you guys. What? Okay, so this might be an interesting one for you guys. But favorite game or favorite video game franchise?
Oh boy.
Oh, I remember Saphy saying this is gonna be probably the hardest question out of them all.
If you guys want to just do like one or two of them, then you're
I
totally
have
fine.
two franchises that are dear to me, and it's the Dragon Quest series, and I mean it's kind of tied for the second one of Fire Emblem and Zelda.
You know one that you must say? Do I? Because I love a lot of franchises.
Well, I do like the
Uh,
Dragon Quest series, actually, personally, too.
Very few people even know it exists, and it makes me sad.
True, though.
But I can also understand, like, it's not an easy game to get into because there's so much dialogue. But to me, that's what makes it so great.
Well, yeah, as a librarian, 100%.
Yeah.
So, Sephi, you have this specific game, you must say.
I'm not entirely sure which one she's referencing, but I do know that Final Fantasy is like extremely dear to me. I grew up with it. It got me through like a lot of hard times. It kind of started me into like drawing and getting all creative and everything. And of course, that's what started me with streaming as well. Fire Emblem's another series that I absolutely love. I think I just realized which one she means, and because I was thinking back to what's really dear for me in my childhood, and I think she means Golden Sun.
Oh, okay.
That's a game I haven't heard in ages.
Yeah,
Which
that's an
is-
old school.
Yeah, it's older, but it's
That's
still
a
to this
good
day, like, it's still one of my favorite RPG series.
I need to find a way to stream it because that one's so good.
You know, that's not what I meant, but it's 100% valid. I don't know which one you mean.
It sounds like Vix needs to spread some secrets out.
I know, like, Pokemon, of course, I grew up with as well.
Most people did grow up on Pokemon, so that's why I didn't
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah, Pokemon is one of those like childhood games that everyone played.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Oh,
I actually have not played a single Kingdom Hearts.
I've pretty much only played 1, 2, and 3, and then I had to watch all the other ones because I didn't have the consoles. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts is absolutely one. I just spaced on that.
I keep wanting to play them, and then I'm over here just debating if I really should or not.
Yeah, I have like a lot of franchises I kind of like grew up with. If I had to pick though,
Same.
like Final Fantasy is definitely like the one that got me through a lot.
I can get them on PC through. I have to go through Epic Game Store though. Well, I think they're on Steam now.
Do it. Go for it.
Pixie saying you should play Kingdom Hearts. I might at one point, if I get my capture card working, do Kingdom Hearts 3.
Do it. Do it. Yeah, it would be a lot of fun.
I did just finish it like yesterday.
Oh, there we go then. Cool. I like that. I like that. I always like to understand you guys' favorite games. I think it's really cool. I think it's a good question. Good question. Go. But let's get into the second question, shall we?
Oh,
Oh.
Speaking of Dragon Quest, I forgot there's a new Dragon Quest coming out, like in September.
Is there?
There's a new one coming out in September in Tales of Arise.
Well, yeah, Tales of Arise is coming out, but I didn't know there was another Dragon Quest.
There's a new Dragon Quest. They just announced it.
Huh.
I'll have to look it up again.
I'll have to check that out too. Thank you for letting me know.
I don't know why my brain suddenly kicked that out, but it's there. We go.
I love it. I think it's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I am definitely interested in the Tales of Rise game, but I did play the demo.
Yeah, I was there watching it.
Yeah.
Your,
Okay. Thank
demo
you.
playthrough.
I don't.
Tales of I played as Mana.
Oh, try.
Trials of Mana. Sorry.
Yeah, I
You
was
should
gonna
play
say like.
Tales of Bergia and Tales of Zestiria, Saphy. I think you'll
I
cry.
don't want to play Berzia just because I do kind of love Velvet.
Oh, she's hot at first, and then you're like, wait, why am I sad? Oh no,
Oh no.
this is
Oh
depressing.
no, then I'm really gonna like that character. She
No, I like
sounds
him.
just like Kaede out of Nier.
Very similar storyline.
Ah, no.
Totally good. I'll love to see that. We'll see the stream.
It's the storyline is an actual tragedy,
Saphonia is
so
the
like,
best.
yeah, if you like tragedies, it's a good storyline.
I feel
Yeah.
like I might get shot for saying this, but I feel like a lot of the Tales of series has a lot of similarities to a lot of the Kingdom Hearts series.
Very similar. They're quite similar in storyline and base.
I'm waiting. for
Symphonia is
Pixie to
good,
go
but it's
off.
also a little bit too. It was too cliche in my sense, but I like Symphonia. Symphonia was also really nice. It was a really good classic style.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Much yeah. Cool. All right, next question for you guys. And I think you guys might have an interesting take on this. So let's see it. What world would you like to live in? Like, what game world, if you could live in it, which one would you choose?
That is interesting.
Like, I think Kira could always do that anyway because of his library. But still, which one would you choose?
Maybe it'd be easy. It'd be like, I mean, Pokemon sounds interesting.
That's the one I
And then, because I think it'd be the most peaceful.
I know. Have you seen
Like,
some
I
of the
could pick
Pokemon over
Dragon
there?
Quest or something like that, and I'm just like, but that was just torn in war. I ain't living in the Fire Emblem world. That's just like,
That's war.
just like how
literally
much
all
tragedy
time.
and chaos can one person take?
I used to fantasize about like living in Ivalice from Final Fantasy quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
Like they have the wars now and then, but a lot of it's like really beautiful, like floating
well,
islands.
the Crystal
and-
Chronicle worlds will be interesting to live in.
Yeah, that one is Ivalice.
Yeah, but
That's
like
old
there's another
Ivalice.
one. They're all okay. See, I don't know.
Yeah,
There's so many games. It's hard for me to remember what is what.
It's Tactics Advance, Tactics Advance 2, 12, and Crystal Chronicles are all old Ivalice.
Okay.
14 has current day Ivalice, which is just a giant desert in ruins.
Ah, fun.
So much fun.
So old Ivalice probably. It's just so beautiful, and the magic and characters and all the crazy stuff that exists there, like the scientific cities of like Arcadia, and then like the magic side of it all is just so interesting and fascinating to me.
True. That'd be cool to live in, I would say too. Yeah. Cool. Next question for you guys, which also might be an interesting one. I don't know. Maybe it'll be interesting. We'll have to find out. But my question for you guys is there any VTubers you'd like to collab with one day? Either like a friend you already just really want to collab with, or maybe a higher up, like really high end, like very popular VTuber who's like your inspiration.
There's actually quite a few other Librarian VTubers I've bumped into, and I would love to collaborate with them. But like the big guys, most of the people that I watch on the bigger end are way too high energy, and I feel like I would not be able to compete in chat because I'd be
That's
quiet,
fair.
and I feel like I would bring their chat down too much because I'm just too relaxed.
I know I've recently made like a lot more like VTuber friends, and if they are happening to watch it, yes, I do absolutely want to collab with you guys sometime. And of course, like everyone I typically want to collab with is like Senti, Vixie, Kara. I have tried to collab with somebody, but she never gets back to me.
Oh no. How dare she?
I'm not gonna use her name. But I know Kira knows who I'm talking about, and I know Vixie knows who I'm talking about, and we have tried and tried to set up playing Apex together, and she never follows through. It
Oh, I know
bothers
who
me.
you're talking about. I gave up on interacting with them.
Dang.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to use the name because they got popular, and I don't want to.
They're also they are a wonderful person from what I've been
They
told, but
are.
it's just like they don't
It's
interact very well with anybody.
Maybe they're
that's
busy.
yeah, and
Busy with college life and everything else.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
usually what I would think.
plus now
Yeah.
like honestly, she's kind of like taken off, and it just kind of feels like we're chasing clout, and that's not at all what I want to do.
No, I'd rather chase like something physical.
Mm.
Yeah, like
I need to stream more with Vixie.
Oh,
We
We
big
just don't
Yeah.
have a lot of games we could stream.
I'll do Terraria with Vixie.
Hello.
I know she loves that one. Um,
Ichigo collabs are
And
a
more
hard
Tarkov.
time to
But
probably
I'm like down
aim
to
for you.
collab with like anybody.
yeah,
So-
I'm pretty much like if anyone like
Yes.
DMs me to collab, like I'm totally fine doing that now. Although I might be taking a hiatus after Sunday, so we'll have to see about that. But yeah, basically everyone from just like my friend groups and more
Just
recent.
Twitch go
gen-
burr.
Ichigo Burr.
Yeah. I know there is someone I'm trying like. I'm a little intimidated because she has a little bit more followers than me, and I've admittedly kind of been a fan of theirs since about 100 followers.
Yeah,
Um,
I have that feeling. This is Tanuki that I used to watch and follow for very young, and when she first started streaming for the very first time, I asked if she would like to collab with me, and she was like super down for it. But now she has so many crazy followers, and I asked her for her again, and she didn't respond. So I was like,
I think
oh,
she's only about like 1,400. It's just I thought she was like super cool about like 100 and whatever. Like it's Lachesis.
Yeah,
Popularity.
yeah, like speaking of bigger people, like the person I want to collab again with is Lady Rose, but getting
I would
a
love
hold
to
of
do
her-
stuff with Rose, but she's like so
Yeah.
protected after what happened.
You
And I still
can
feel terrible
Aw.
for it.
you can DM her. Like I was DMing her today. She's really
Yeah.
really open for DMs. Like as long as you can actually
okay
actively
now?
DM her. Yeah, she's doing better.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I still can't quite use the Twitter homepage to interact with people after what happened.
Use
with
Discord.
me.
She's in all of our servers, so you can
I'll-
really interact with her.
If anyone's like on Discord, I'm super comfortable, but I also have to laugh because everyone on Twitter thinks I'm so sweet and all this, and then you get me in Twitter and it's like, what the heck? She's lewd as hell.
yeah, like the conversation we had when I was playing League of Legends yesterday.
Yeah, like, surprise! I'm kind of lewd as hell.
Well, like, I'm not gonna go into it too much, but I'm just like, huh, okay, that's interesting, and I just
I'm not
moved on.
gonna deny that. I have a second account for being dirty.
Yeah, partnered. I see. No, I got you. I guess like one of the biggest things about collaboration that I did not know until just recently, when I first started collabing with you guys, is time zones. I'm in
Oh, no.
Arizona
Yeah.
and mountain time. I'm like trying to like talk to all these really cool people, and they're like in like
Ugh.
Europe, and they're like
I
all the
know.
places. I'm like, oh my god, it's so difficult to collab with you guys because
Oh,
times are
God.
so crazy.
I'm MST too, and then it's like, where's MST? So I have to go off PST or EST.
Mhm.
And then it happens like everyone I seem to like really click with and make friends with is in Australia.
Yeah,
and
right?
I can't do 4 a.m. streams. I'm sorry.
I always felt, I
Yeah.
felt so bad trying to schedule this with Tricko. It was like, I thought Tricko was only an hour behind me. No, he's 2 hours behind me. I'm like, this poor dude.
Yeah, Little Cupcake. I've tried to do streams where like, okay, I'm going to do a Genshin stream so that she can be in on it. And yeah, it's like 4 o'clock over there right now. I'm like, feel so bad for her.
The only place I know that could be 4 o'clock right now is
10
like
p.m. Wow, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Australia-ish area or like far Asia.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I'd love to do more stuff with like my adopted daughter, but she's Germany.
My
12
adopted
hours
son is
apart.
also there. Is around that area. Is in Germany, I believe. He's in that area.
Wow.
And it's just we tried to set up a stream, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm
We have Sweden. Yeah. Like everyone is all over the world in this chat. That's so crazy.
Oh, Sweden. Okay, so I was really far off. I'm sorry. Time zones. See, I can't judge time zones.
Yeah,
But
time
like,
zone's
I think
different.
he's Swedish too, because it's about the same time there right now for him.
Yeah, so I know we have some people in the United States in chat, but we also have Russian, we have Germany, we have Sweden. I don't know who else is in chat, but I feel like we have some like a really huge, diverse people all watching this stream, which is pretty cool to think about.
Yeah, Australia's like 12 to 14 hours. Yeah, like
Yeah, Australia's like I believe 14 hours ahead of me.
because there was like when I kind of like early on when I started, she was like really cool, and we wanted to do like some stuff together and get drawings together, but she lives in Australia.
My really good friends from like Mabinogi was a really old game I used to play, where most of my guild was Australian, and it was so hard to like collab.
Yeah,
I
get
agree.
that. Like even doing like raiding
Boring
in
old
Final
small
Fantasy
towns.
was ridiculous. Boring small town America. I'm in like large city Canada.
It's still
You're
pretty
in
cool.
just Canada that believes it's the United States.
I'm literally in the part of Canada that believes it's Texas.
I'm on Alexania as well, Ichigo. I just haven't played because a lot of my account's mostly maxed out.
Wow.
I think I'm on the same server because you and Angel got me to play it for a little bit.
Wow.
I literally got Angel addicted and then ditched her.
No, no.
So she got addicted into it for
Poor
1,000
Angel.
hours.
I love
Oh,
it.
poor Angel.
I think I've
Rip.
dumped over 3,000 hours into that game.
You're still not as bad as me with Final Fantasy.
Well, it's just 3,000 hours on Steam. I've played it since it came out in
Oh
2008.
yeah,
Wow.
that's fair. Yeah, like, because I'm at like 12,000 hours on Final Fantasy 14. I think I have maybe 20,000 on RuneScape.
RuneScape.
Yeah.
That's old. That's old school.
I still go back to it now and then just because it was such a big part of growing up.
That's
If
me with
Mabinogi
League of
could
Legends.
just get a graphics update, it would be top MMO,
Probably.
guaranteed.
I still think Guild Wars is going to do really good once they launch End of Dragons,
Yeah.
which I don't know how to feel about given obvious reasons.
End of the dragons. Not
They
more
just-
dragons.
They just killed the ice dragon in current chapter.
Oh,
So I'm like, what the heck?
I feel like that was personal.
I'm not one of them. I'm not a mind-controlled ice dragon minion. I am ice dragon. I'm a good one.
Cool,
I
cool.
like making people
Yeah,
smile
Sappy's a
and
good
feel
girl.
good. I just want to help people and make people smile. That's all.
Good reason to do. We'll see how that attributes when you become a blood dragon. But
That's true.
I need to feed my cat because my cat is being a butt right now. I'm going to give you the next question. I'll let you guys control the stream. So don't do anything bad while I'm gone, okay?
All right.
Okay.
So next question for you guys is, what are your current goals with streaming? I'll be right back. Cat, what do you do?
Oh, it's streaming.
Echo meow. I really want to see Trico's cat one day. He's gone. Let's go savage.
I was about to be like, he's gone. Get out the booze.
Get out the booze. But I mean, current goals with streaming. I mean,
The only silly thing I can do now that he's gone is I can make the boobs balance.
I gotta like solidify
do?
myself again because I'm like, because Twitch is going through its garbage right now and all that of the hate raids and stuff. I'm moving back to YouTube, so I gotta re-solidify myself in a whole new platform, which I've tried to do multiple times, and it's really hard for me to do because I'll be going from like a good amount of viewage, or I feel, a good amount of viewage to nothing, to like a complete restart. And that's so hard. So my current goal is to one, accept the fact that, hey, I'm starting over basically, and two, find out how to use that system to get to, what do they call it? What does YouTube call their affiliate thing? I know they just call it. Is it just called monetization or is it partner?
I think it's monetization.
Yeah, I think you get monetization if you're really big, you get partnered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they call it their partner program. I just don't know what status you get when you get 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
you
it's
also
gonna
have
be monetization.
You gotta get 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have like 4,000
hours,
like
time.
live watch hours.
Mm-hmm.
Which YouTube Shorts doesn't count to that, by the way.
Yep, I know.
I don't think
I learned it the
get
hard way
that.
because one of my shorts has like almost 1,000 views. I was like, oh, that's gonna help me out. And I look at it, that doesn't count. I'm like, gee.
It counts a little bit, but doesn't technically.
It brings people to your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Typically.
True.
I know YouTube's kind
So
of.
I guess my current channel is just to get monetization on that platform. Which will be fun because I'll have to start joining some kind of network stuff and networking out that channel again. Which I have no idea how to do.
I wish you luck. I'm still trying to figure that out too.
Stream goals. I'm hoping that Twitch manages to fix their crap because I'm kind of invested into Twitch.
Did you hear?
I don't really have like many goals. It'd be great if I could maybe pull like 3 to 5 consistent views. That'd just be nice, but like really the only goal I have is my big like Sunday stream. I know I'd also love to do like a 24-hour stream sometime, and I would love to do charity streams.
I need to get on those
streams too. That'd be nice.
Honestly, I'd rather just do like a charity stream with like friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't know. Part of me is like, I don't get enough views to do a charity stream, so I wouldn't like raise anything. But then it's also like, you raise $1, that's $1 to charity. You're still helping.
No, true,
So,
100%.
Yeah.
Good job,
I don't know. It'd be nice to get a little bit of growth. It'd be great if I could get kind of back into interacting in the community. But yeah, stream-wise, it's really just a few like bigger stream stuff. That's it. Or,
Nah, I hear you. Like getting those goals is definitely like interesting, especially how like Twitch has been doing everything. Now I did hear that there is a it's trending last time I checked, but it was Be Better Twitch. It's trending right now, where they're trying to like get that kind of thing fixed up. And apparently on the 1st of next month, there's actually going to be a huge boycott where all these streamers are not going to stream at all, and people who would normally watch streamers are not going to watch any streamers at all.
Yeah.
So that's like the worst day
It's
to
got
stream.
over like, I think almost over 100,000 signatures.
Yeah, and that's also kind of why I'm considering after the big like thanks for 1K on Twitter stream this Sunday, I'll probably just take a hiatus and work on the redesign, since like everyone's just boycotting Twitch anyways.
Yeah.
And I kind of
like,
agree with them.
Like they're not wrong. It's a good reason too.
No, and
Yeah.
like I've been on Twitch for like almost 5 years now. It's like the discoverability you have on Twitch is near nothing.
Oh, it's so terrible.
Yeah, like they don't. It feels like they really don't do anything unless you're like a huge streamer.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1,500 or more views like a day. Like that's when it feels they're doing stuff. People like.
Well,
just with affiliate, it just feels like tough luck.
Yeah, like you have to think of it like this, okay? If you're making Twitch money, then they will help you. If you're not doing anything for them, then they couldn't care less. Like that's why the affiliate program is so like dumb, because you can actually buy the affiliate program. You like pay like I think it was like $2, and you would just become affiliate. So like
it's $250.
$250, yeah. So you can become affiliate just by paying them. I'm like, no, that's not the point of being affiliated. Being affiliated
No.
is to get that community set up so you have a goal to go for.
Yeah.
And they kind of
'Cause
just
I
made
just
it useless.
kind
Partner
of
that they
that.
care for, because anybody, once you meet the requirements for affiliate too, you're immediate affiliate. Like there's no questions asked.
Yeah,
Partner, you have
nothing.
to
Sign
meet all the
up,
things, and then
do
you
all
have to apply for it, and then you're not even guaranteed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Like,
that's why affiliates is
they-
like, eh.
yeah, like affiliates just like it's there, and I didn't even know you could buy it because I grinded like 3 months. I
And
was streaming like 5 days a week for 3 months, trying to get 3 viewers
I
consistently.
think I stream 8 hours a day.
I would not have affiliate if it weren't for like you and Sensei just watching me to get me affiliate.
I remember that like watch times were like, all right, your turn,
Your
my
turn.
turn, your turn, my
Yeah,
turn.
because I just no one would watch me.
That's
No.
like the hardest part.
It was
Which is,
it's
it's
very
kind of hard for me to want to do that again over on YouTube, because it's just like
Yeah,
that's a lot of stress I'm trying to have to go through.
But
yeah.
like you notice that now on YouTube you get more people checking you out though, right?
Yeah, the
I
other
feel
thing is what touched
I
my heart the most
really
was like
don't
when
know
I
how
put
to
the
act
big
around new
announcement in my
people.
Discord,
Thank you for the follow.
and I looked up this morning. There's so many people that have said, yeah, I will totally go back. I will totally watch you on YouTube. Like, there's already like, I think I'm on like 8 or so people that liked that little section,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, that's so sweet.
You get a lot of people that are like, if you move, we'll follow, but I don't know. I get a lot of people that are like, I want to raid you, like, after your stream, when is it? And then nothing happens, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's the
follow
one thing.
follower does not work.
No,
No, follow for follow does not work. Like,
yeah, don't fall. If you do, if anyone here does end up streaming or whatever, don't fall into the follow for follow.
like, yeah, it's a very easy trap to fall into, and it's like, okay, you grow, and then you're never going to interact with each other. Or they're one of those people that just wants to follow, so they unfollow after you follow them, and then you feel like crap because they unfollowed you. You'll grow fast following everyone, but then your homepage is a whole jumbled mess of garbage that you probably don't want to read.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to follow someone, you want to follow them because you want to watch them. For follow, like for me, I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of those kind of things. Like, hey, follow me. I stream Apex. I'm like, well, I don't only want to watch Apex. I don't only want to follow you. They're like, wait, we should do the follow for follow. I'm like, but there's no point. Like, I'm not going to want to
Yeah,
watch you.
It's
I fell in the follow for follow really early
yeah.
to try to boost, because I was like, oh, numbers mean stuff. People see I have a lot of followers and they'll want to watch my stream. No, that doesn't
Yeah,
mean anything.
it really doesn't. Like, you grow fast, but you don't really get anywhere, and then yeah,
You'll
just
hit a
get
wall.
that. The other problem that I've unfortunately encountered too is like once you're around about 750, people will kind of like try to get you to follow them and act nice, or follow you and expect follow backs, and then they'll unfollow you. And if you don't follow them back, they just like mass unfollow you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like once you're 750 plus, like at least it felt like that on Twitter. It was like everyone just sort of started acting buddy with me to get them above 100. So I just started unfollowing a whole bunch of people, and that's why you can see like on Twitter, I only have 300 people I follow, and I just hit 1,000. I probably
I
could
need
have
to go
been
back
2,000 if I followed everyone.
Do what's called follower purge, because there's a lot of people that I don't interact with, and I don't like being what I call phantom following, where if I don't interact with you or feel like I want to, I don't want to be a phantom number to your follower list.
That's fair.
True,
Yeah,
true.
like-
but like I agree
Yeah, a
with
lot of
Ichigo
people
on
do.
that. No, I agree 100%. Like with Ichigo's like a whole point is like
yeah, I know.
it's a pain, but you do feel good when you do hit that affiliate.
A lot of people like
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people just do it because they think big number mean I get big views means I'm
Big number.
successful.
I
Like,
just also saw the last question. I was
Your
like, I love how we
number-
can do that all stream.
Yeah.
your number will be bigger, but that doesn't mean anyone's gonna watch you. Like, I'm literally at like almost at 200 on Twitch. I'm almost at 1,010 on Twitter. I average a viewer. Your
Yeah.
number means nothing.
Yeah, unless it gets to the really high numbers, it doesn't really mean. Like, me and Kira actually had a conversation about this, where you're like, wow, I have all these viewers and people like watching me. It must mean that they want to actually see my content, right? And no, it does not. It does not mean anything. Like, even like really high, even like really high people, like look up like Markiplier, like super famous guy, gets billions, millions of stuff, you know. He has like a lot of people subscribed to him, but whenever you watch his average videos, they're usually not in the billions. They're usually in like the millions, which is a lot of people that are missing from his subscriber list. So it just shows that like it doesn't matter how big your subscriber or your follower number is, because it does not mean that it's going to contribute to your like view time or watch time.
Yeah, and I know like you could have friends that tune in and watch, but don't forget that sometimes people also have like busy lives, so don't feel bad if you don't get views.
Well, that's why I tell people like, hey, if you can't watch it, or if you can't like spend your time to watch some of my streams, don't worry, it's fine. You're totally good. If you can watch my streams or you can watch my content, go for it. I'll much appreciate it, and I'll definitely interact with you. But I'm not going to hate you for like, oh, and you didn't check out my stream today. I'm not going to hate you guys for that. Everyone has lives.
Or
people are also streaming, or they're building their own community at the same time. Like that's a lot of things. Like when you're like in the VTuber community, like if you're followed by a bunch of VTubers and you're hanging out with them, you also like I can see on my side of the followed list, like there's like 15 people streaming right now that I follow. And they're all VTubers. Like
I only have like the one,
I have 5 people.
But that's another thing you gotta realize.
Some people are also kind of like me. You're just socially anxious to like interact with this person. Like, I kind of don't join streams unless I'm asked to, just because it's like otherwise, like I can't do it because of my ADHD. I can't pay attention. If I'm asked to join a stream and like moderate or just hang out, sure. Otherwise, I'm a socially anxious ADHD mess, and I apologize for it.
You're totally good, and thank you for being comfortable enough to join in on this interview. Much appreciated, you guys.
He can also attest that I'm just an ADHD disaster.
It's like at the point now where it's just assume a VTuber has ADHD and social anxiety, because we all seem to freaking have it.
We all remember how door break much.
Oh my god, your brain broke so bad on that clip. I still need to go back and clip that stupid foot scare that ghost did.
The funny thing is the short that has almost 1,000 views on YouTube is that clip.
I had a feeling, because it also gets recommended to me.
That's great.
I get that, and I get a Sins clip of you and Senti recommended like every time I open YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Okay, so
I had upload clips and VODs.
I need to upload some of the clips, because you guys pick up some really good clips on my streams, and I love it. But I need to post it more, I feel like.
I wish people would clip more things, just because there's moments where I'm like, that was funny, and I ADHD, so I never remember. I'm like, please clip things.
I always could never find those sections.
Yeah, it's
I know,
difficult.
like, I joke a lot, too, like, I'll joke a lot about I'm paranoid about sneezing or yawning on stream. Like, I don't care. I know what people think about them.
Yum.
They're adorable.
Hey. Alright, so for the last question, you guys already been pretty much answering a lot of these already. But I will still ask it just in case you have anything else you want to chime in. And the question is, do you have any advice for anyone who wants to get into streaming or VTubing?
For the VTubing part is don't expect that you have to put a whole lot of money into it. And the other thing to look at it is I notice a lot of new VTubers look at it and this is what makes them leave. And some of the new streamers is and it's like a harsh truth is like making money out of VTubing or streaming can take a long time.
Very long time.
Like, don't be like, oh, I'm gonna go into this and I'm gonna make so much money and all that.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna dump a bunch of money into it. No,
no,
don't.
Yeah,
Don't. I didn't fall into
One
that, but like I've seen
example.
so many friends and VTubers literally disappear because
Yeah,
they felt they were going nowhere.
and yeah, like I said, I've been on Twitch for almost 5 years. I still don't have one affiliate payout.
Yeah.
Like, money takes a long time. It takes a lot of luck and a lot of effort because you need all these different elements and consistency and all this stuff. But advice to get into streaming and VTubing, if I had to say for streaming, really, if you want to do it, it's just you have to do it. Don't think you're not entertaining, you're not this or that. I can't do this or that. You just have to do it. You have to take your first step and do it.
It's
And
the
just
same
keep
thing
at
with
it.
VTubing as
That's
well
it.
as
Yeah, and VTubing's the same way, of course. And when it came to like VTubing, what would I say there? Like the biggest thing I would tell anyone for VTubing, because I learned that lesson myself, is like make sure your character is like you have like the thought and this like relation to it, and you'll feel a lot better about it.
don't create something if you go VTubing,
Like,
don't create something you are not comfortable
yeah.
portraying and you can't naturally portray as
Don't-
well.
Yeah, don't just think like, I mean, like I did with my first character, like, I'm gonna be a demon because I think they're cool. And then I threw an outfit that I had from like Phantasy Star on. That's it. That was all my thought process was when I was that character. And then this character has like all that thought process. I wanted to be like ice themed. I wanted to be a dragon. I wanted to have like some tie to like some kind of like undead or something. Like, make sure your character means something to you. Like, make it represent you. Make sure it's you.
The final thing that I will say, or like the big thing, is also networking properly.
Yeah.
If you'll see a lot in the VTuber community, you'll even see it in the Twitch community. It's called, you'll see a lot of like network threads and stuff. If you join them, don't just dump what it requires you to do and leave and expect people to follow you or interact with that, because they will not. 9 times out of 10, they'll do what you did, dump on the thread and disappear. You
Yeah.
have to talk to people.
You
You
need
have to interact with them. You need to like find people you think are cool. It's kind of like making a friend. Like you got to look at it like,
Yeah.
you think that person's cool, go talk to them on their Twitter posts. Go be like,
You
hey
need-
man.
Yeah.
And if you want to go further, be like, hey, do you mind if we DM or something like that? Don't jump on that in the same day unless they say like, oh, my DMs are open.
Mhm.
Like mine are like that. Like you can DM me straight up and I don't care.
Try to
But-
find that area you fit in too.
Mhm.
And I know it's not for everyone, but there's a ton of groups for VTubing out there. If you're someone that's you feel you benefit from a group, they're worth looking at. If you would prefer to be solo and not have a tie to a group, then you should probably figure out if you're better off solo or in a group. And if you do join a group, make sure you fit in and the rules are established. Don't let it just fall to chaos, as I have seen a few.
Yes. And if you decide to make your own group with friends, make sure you're careful about that,
Mhm.
because like it's kind of like doing business with friends is a really fun situation. But yeah, like talk to people, talk to your
Yeah.
chat. The other thing is, if something goes wrong, don't always be quick to blame yourself on like, oh, I'm terrible or I'm like this. Look at like, what
Yeah.
did I not do in that stream?
Look at everything like a learning experience, and it'll be a bit less stressful, and you'll feel better about yourself. And then you'll improve.
Most important thing is have fun, play
That's the big
games,
one.
or stream what is most fun to you. Chat
Have
will
fun with
feed off
it.
of your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Chat feeds off your energy, even for like networking and stuff on like Twitter. Have fun with it. Yeah, like you want to make a silly little like riddle tweet, go for it. You want to draw like a silly doodle, go for it. Just have fun with it. People will see that.
No, 100%. Like, you guys hit it on the nail, like, crazy hard. Like, for me,
Yeah,
I would always say that, like, I like social networking, but that's because I love the fact that I get to meet new people and meet new friends. I feel like I met, like, Kira, you were actually a really good inspiration for me to actually want to go out and, like, actually meet up with VTubers, because you had such a warm, like, welcome that, like, I was like, wow, this guy is actually really cool. He's very welcoming, he's very understanding. He makes me want to go out and maybe meet up with other people and see how nice they are. So, like, I feel like if you go into these socials and the networking kind of circles, be expecting to meet these people, and who knows, you might be expecting to meet some new friends. I know, like, I met some really cool people just by doing these networking kind of things like that. So if you like their content, follow them and talk to them. So I would think.
Yeah, and I know a lot of VTubers are socially anxious, but talking to them, like, once you start a conversation, they're pretty sociable and nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, I'm one of those people, like, you can ask Saphy, like, if you can get me talking, I don't really shut up.
Yeah, I have the same issue.
Yeah, it's fine. That's how we get along, though.
I just get really scared, like, starting conversations. So if someone starts one, like, and messages me first, it's like, yes, I will absolutely talk to you about whatever you want. And I've been practicing and getting a lot better at it.
Doing good,
Yeah,
doing good.
Saphy's so much better at it.
Yeah, I'm like, I actually am able to be like, hey, what are you doing today? Like, oh, that sounds cool. What's a hobby you're interested in?
Good thing.
I had like a whole D&D conversation and a whole Magic the Gathering conversation the other day.
Nice. I like it, I like it.
Like, getting a lot better.
Such an interesting...
Yeah, even if you don't, like, really want to be a VTuber, a lot of people, like, will, like we said, like, you'll portray your characters, so they'll be a bit, like, different and everything, and everyone's, like, super different, and all these different designs, and all this stuff. I mean, okay, I can admit, like, I said I'd be more comfortable with my redesign, because it's more, like, my personality. I do kind of intend to be a little bit more flirty and seductive. Because that's just how I am.
Remember,
I used to be a succubus, yes.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
But that's very much how I am, and I very much have been, like, learning more about myself and embracing that a lot lately, so that's why the redesign felt so necessary.
Yeah, I would say that, like, when you get into streaming, like, one of the things you need to keep in mind is two things. One, like you said, just start. Just start somewhere, do something, and enjoy yourself doing it. Because another thing I wanted to jump in on when you were talking is that, like, fans can tell if you're enjoying something. A lot of people will get into games and just play the game just because it's popular. But if you don't enjoy the game, they will tell that you are not enjoying the game.
Yeah.
So you need to play a game that you actually want to play with them.
Yeah.
And the second part I would say... Wait, what?
I said, like, yeah, it shows.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just doing it for the popularity and everything, like, it just shows, and you're gonna burn out fast.
Oh, yeah,
if you're enjoying yourself and you're having fun with it, everyone's gonna see it. Everyone's gonna get that vibes from you. Everyone's gonna know. And they're going to enjoy it so much more.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And, yeah, all the super positive vibes we give out. But the second thing is that consistency. So I feel like a lot of streamers will get started and then they either fall off, don't post that much, or just stop relying on good quality. And they either just release a whole bunch of, like, super quick things that doesn't need to really mean anything to the channel. I think people need to realize that this is a long game kind of situation. If, like, you've been doing this for 5 years, you know? You need to keep this in mind, that if you want to make money off here, if you want to do something with becoming a streamer, just be expecting that there's going to be, like, many years where you're not going to get anywhere.
It's...
I mean, look at Markiplier.
I forget who said it, but
Platinum. What are you
I
talking
did
about?
have someone that was like a mentor when I started out. Oh, it was Jusagi. Um, they kind of mentored me when I started out, and they did say something that like really stuck and is really worth like internalizing. This is a marathon. It is not a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of learning, and it takes a long time. You can't just jump in and assume you're just instantly popular because you're this or that or you play this or that game. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Another thing, I see this all the time on Twitter. Don't overdo it.
Yeah, no burnout.
That's
Run
it.
at your own pace.
Yeah.
Some people can stream every day. Some people can stream a long time. If you can only last like 2 hours or something like that,
Yeah.
do that. If you can only stream 2 days a week or 1 day a week, do that. But don't do 1 week and like disappear for a month without telling anyone. Like take your mental
Yeah.
breaks as you need it, but again, consistency. Don't
That's
just disappear because when you
Like-
come back, you will have lost
yeah.
everything.
Be consistent and taking your breaks is totally fine, but if you do that, yeah, make sure it's known you're taking a break and why you are taking a break. As
True.
I said after Sunday, like I've been doing 3 days a week. I said I will be taking hiatus. It is for my own health, but it's also because Twitch is like up in flames at the moment. Like
It's kind of risky doing this stream right now, but I have some really
Yeah.
good people watching out for me right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 4 is usually my limit too. Ichigo, like
Same here.
4 hours. I typically go for 3 hours. Like that's my goal. I know I did like an extra long, like 4.5 hour stream. I know my limit has been like when I was really consistent about it, like maybe 3 years ago. I was doing like 8 hours of raiding on Final Fantasy a night. So I was doing like literally full-time streaming.
I did that way back when I had the time for it.
It
Now I
is
just don't.
it's like if you have a busy life, it's a lot more tiring. It's also like one thing I would say too, like going back to that advice thing, since it did just make me think of it. Portraying your character and keeping up with that and talking for like 3 hours on end and playing a game and continuing to remember like to be entertaining, it's kind of more draining than it seems.
Oh yeah. Big
So
time.
Oh, yeah.
don't think you could do 10 hours just diving into it.
Well, yeah, no, like so many people like think, oh, hey, I can just play video games for 8 hours straight. I can totally just stream that, and then they stream for like 1 hour, and like, oh my god, I cannot play this game
Yeah.
anymore.
Like, sure, I could do like, I don't know, I could play like, well, lately I've been into Black Desert, but I'm like, I could do Black Desert for like 10 hours at a time. If I streamed it, I could probably only do like 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you
It's
do
exhausting.
have to be, and like this is not just a VTuber kind of thing. As a streamer, you also have to play as a
Yeah.
character, and if you play as this character, you are going to be doing a lot of stuff, being entertaining and anything like that.
Yeah, and figuring out like your schedules and everything too can get exhausting.
Now, I don't know how much you guys stick to your schedule, but I will definitely say that I like to make schedules to give people ideas. But so far, ever since I first started posting my schedules, none of my schedules have been like to plan.
I just I'm
Usually
not
how
at
it
a
goes.
point where I'm able to. I used to do 7 mountain each night, and that just wasn't working. It was like making me really hate it because I basically just like have to eat dinner, force myself to stream that time, and I hated it. So my schedules now is just like aim for 3 times a week. If I get even more streams that week, whatever. I just want to get consistent. I want to get more stream time in, and then I'll consider my schedule and I'll make the schedule sheet and everything, just so people have an idea if they can or can't make it to a stream, if they want to put time aside to watch that game or not. That's up to them.
True,
But
true.
I'm slowly getting better at this, and I'm slowly getting used to it. So
Cool. I think that's actually a lot of good information that you guys actually attribute to some nice tips for everyone who is inspiring. Cupcake. But I'll definitely say that these are really cool questions. I'm really happy that you guys were able to answer all these questions for us. And I think now all the fans who are watching you right now are going to have better understanding of you as a streamer, VTuber, content creator. But also anyone who is upcoming and who wants to get better will take these tips to heart and maybe learn something from it. I think that's
yeah,
cool.
hopefully that was kind of
Hopefully
informative.
that was helpful.
Yep. I'm pretty sure it was helpful. Like
Yeah,
even me, I feel like it was actually pretty helpful. I'm going to need to use these tips for my goals in streaming. So thank you.
yeah.
Cool. All right. So that's all my questions for the chat. Anyone in chat, do you guys have any questions for our lovely guests that you would like to ask? This might be the only time you might be able to ask it because Sephi is very shy and she doesn't like answering a lot of questions.
I don't mind. I actually love like talking and sharing stuff. I'm just really shy to start conversations.
True. So
But
this is
I
your
do
chance.
I do leave like my Twitter and my Discord DMs totally open for everybody.
Same
Nice.
here.
Like, I'm shy, but I'm very, very like open and sharing and all that.
True. Does anyone in chat would like to ask a question? It's up to you guys. Don't be shy. Don't be like Sephi.
Don't be as heavy. Honestly, like I don't have any limits on questions.
Well, okay, you guys, my guests, do you have any questions for me before I let you guys go?
None that I can think of currently,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, we've been talking
can't
off
think of
camera
any.
too, so usually you already
Yeah.
asked all the
Yeah.
bunch of questions. Cool. All right. Well, if we're all out of questions, then I think this wraps up everything. This was a really cool interview. Thank you guys so much for giving me your input on everything that I asked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
It was very fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
So everyone in chat, definitely check out these two amazing VTubers. They are very entertaining, but also very knowledgeable with everything that's going on. I would definitely check them out. Do you guys want to link your stuff, like talk about your socials and anything like that?
Oh. Yeah,
I can
guess
drop my Twitter, which has all of my stuff on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
and,
you
like,
want to drop your Twitter information in the chat, totally go for it.
Oh, Ichigo asked it.
Oh, I joined near the end, but when you first started out, how did you feel when people started watching your streams? I kind of got confused, thinking, why are you watching me when you can be watching somebody way better?
I was more or less
initially,
just excited.
for the longest time, it was just kind of like people from my guilds in Final Fantasy, so I just didn't think much of it. Just because I did like hardcore raiding so much, so it was more like me instructing and demonstrating to them. When I started VTubing, it was kind of like, oh, cool, people are actually like interested in this, and I was so afraid, like, oh, my voice, like I'm still sensitive about that, even now I'm not even practicing it. I was like afraid that would be something that would drive people off. Apparently not. And then I kept having like consistently like one or two people that would always show up, and it just started feeling really good because it was like, oh, I may not be the most popular, but I have like very kind, dedicated people.
Agreed.
So felt really good.
Yeah, I think I felt really good when I started watching. But I remember trying my absolute hardest not to like notice it unless they said something. So when I saw people were checking out my stream, I tried to still keep to the conversation I was either having or the game I was still playing. But then when they said something, my entire stream kind of stopped, and while I was trying to talk to that person because I wanted that person to feel welcome and be like, oh hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Let's talk. Let's do some cool stuff.
Feel that. Like
So-
I like to make everyone feel like really accepted and like just chill in my streams. Like it's just me playing a game and just hanging out. Like can talk about anything. I know I got really heavy in one stream fairly recently.
Thank you, Platinum, for joining in. Thank you so much. Cool. Yeah, if you guys want to drop your links, I believe if you check out their it's in my title screen. I think I have you guys' Twitter.
Yeah, our Twitter.
Yeah, so definitely check them out. Highly recommended. Oh, another question. Any certain things that happened that made you the most proudest regarding VTubing?
Proudest regarding VTubing. I know it's made me a lot more comfortable with my voice one, which is really good. Proud moments. Proud moment. I know I did for like a week. I was featured on like a highlight channel.
Nice.
Because for people that are unaware, there are channels dedicated to VTubers' different aspects, such as your thighs or your boobs, or in the case that I was featured on, your sneezes.
Your sneezes.
So for like a week, I was kind of like highlighted on that. I think definitely the proudest moment though is like at least.
Well, like Vixie got you.
Oh yeah, Vixie's got us. I think definitely like the proudest moment is not even like really personal achievement. I guess it's kind of being told that I've like helped a few people, and a few people have said like I've kind of inspired them.
That's a good reason to be proud of.
Like, I mean, that's kind of like why I do it. I just want to help people. I just want to make people smile. That's it. I did this just for that and to make friends. That's all.
Good reason. I like it.
I honestly can't really think of anything, but like, it's just fun.
No,
Yeah,
legit.
Really fun.
I can't think of any proud moments I have done. Maybe hitting over 1,000 on YouTube, but again, as soon as I hit 1,000 on YouTube, my views never changed, so I didn't really feel that proud of it. So like, I will say that like, you know, I'm just proud that I'm still doing it. I think that's the proudest moment, is that I'm still committing, I'm still like motivated, and I'm still enjoying it. I think that's what I would say. Well, thank you guys so much for joining in on my stream. I much appreciate it. I hopefully will do some more collabs with you guys later.
Oh yeah.
We'll definitely get together. Check out their Twitch, the Twitter, the Discord. Awesome people to get in contact with.